Hello, everyone. My name is Scott Thompson, and welcome to the $7 Startup webinar. We're going to cover what it is that we do here, how it functions, how it profits you, and how it can lead you into new industries at a time like this when you definitely need a supernatural lift. Let's get started. I'm the founder and the developer of flipmags.online. Been at the business quite a few years, so this is an original creation that you'll see throughout the history of my production experience. I come from way back in the day before things were what they are now. Those were the dreams that I was working on then. So let's go into our first slide and let's talk about where it came from. Kind of knew I was real creative when I was 3 years old. I was kind of doing some creative stuff, and then I had an opportunity to build something out of wood, and I was asked what I built, and I said a bridge. And the thing that I built as a bridge was a bridge to creativity, a bridge to opportunity, a bridge to do something that you can change your life with if it works for you. And no, it won't work for everybody, but the $7 Startup is focused on something very unique. When I was in the military, I got a chance to see, as I was exiting in 1983, blinking cursor on a screen. What was ironic about it was I asked the guy what it was, and he said, "Oh, that's our ICBM technology that helps keep our stuff in the air no matter what, and that's our university's internet that keeps them, streaming really super fast." And I said, "Wow, that's exciting, and I can see a lot of opportunity in that." And right at that time in history, we're talking everything being shipped overseas, and America's wealth was going to dwindle, and as now we see it, there it is. So as time went by, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to get creative, and I wanted to be a publisher, and I wanted to do music. I wanted to do all those things because I'm really creative in that kind of stuff. That's what I've done. So when I got out of publishing college in 89 and 90, I had a vision of doing something just-in-time delivery, streaming media technology, to kind of get going. But it wasn't really around back then. Netflix was a couple years off. 14 years after that was YouTube. So I was thinking of things that really weren't there yet. And commercialization of the internet happened in 93. So at that point, I knew what I wanted to do. I was real young, got an early start, had a great vision. But the only situation I was facing was you had to have all of these different skill sets in order to be a success at this. So what I realized was there's going to be a lot of training. So I spent my life doing this. So I decided if they made the internet sound like a radio and read like a magazine and play like TV, it'd save our country. And that decision was coming to me back in 83. And I realized, we got to do something because I still got music I want to do. And right now, that radio is called podcasting. And that magazines are now Kindles and flip mags and flip books. And that streaming media is the biggest thing since sliced fish right now, and millions more watching daily. So what if you could bundle all of that? If you could put that in one thing, then you'd have a video podcast magazine. And it is truly a huge opportunity for residual income the way I've designed it. Some people would look and say, well, anybody can do that. And I assure you, when you look at it on the surface, everything looks like you could do that yourself, except maybe build a car or maybe have an established syndication broadcast network with all the intrications it takes to run it. But you're talking about a $7 startup. I'm going to run the back end. You're going to succeed by being able to successfully promote yourself. That's really what it's about. So let's look at what we're offering here. We want to dazzle our clients and we want to dazzle our prospects. So we do that by combining videos and articles and podcasts and reviews. Those things are excitingly popular right now. And then you take live streaming, e-commerce spots, add that with a VR 360 store. Suddenly you've taken a magazine and you've been able to broadcast out of your store and show it in 3D virtual reality and then talk to them live at the same time. Wow. For startup of $7 a month. But this deal is only for the first 1,000. So the number one and number two opportunities are this: selling online and converting ads into assets. This is where we're going to differentiate ourselves beyond measure. No, advertising before the 21st century, we called it ashvertising because you didn't know who heard you, you didn't know who read you, you didn't know who'd seen you. But in this digital age, it's a whole new ballgame. The number one and number two profit centers we think in the 21st century are: one, selling done-for-you evergreen asset advertising with automation built in through the marketing system. And number two, live streaming e-commerce. So when you bundle that together and put it in a magazine, suddenly all the things that make people enjoy and consume information are in one place. One magazine, all the sensories. So what is digital advertising? Digital asset advertising is different from digital advertising. Digital advertising is what you're looking at when you see a banner or you see something like that. Asset advertising is digital media placed on the internet that is maintained via data feeds and has monetizable relevance to infinity, meaning that magazine is going to be continually updated. So your $7 a month is going to buy a mag that we're putting out with that in mind. We're going to plan it as an asset. We're going to lock it in with blockchain. We're going to wrap it around some cryptocurrencies. We're going to pay people cash when they sell something through it. We're going to pay people credits when they watch something through it, and they can turn in their credits for discounts, all kinds of amazing things. So the example of a digital asset advertisement would be like an image or a podcast or an article. So why make people go all of those different places to find all of those different things? And you say, well, people can do that and a website. But ours is actually printable. You can print it and hand it to somebody just like that. You probably do that to a website, but I assure you, the QR codes that come down our printable ones are interactive. So we're leaving the station of the 20th century with armaments that are involved, high technology, cryptocurrency, blockchain, and consumer rewarded participation. This is where it gets exciting. So the shift in the turning point in history is now. You're going to get paid to listen and get paid to read and get paid to view. So for whatever you do from here on out, working with us, you go through our network, you're going to get paid to share and paid to refer, paid to review, and paid to care about people. So you get paid credits or cash, and you get it from multiple streams of income, whether through retail or residual income. And it's really about the residuals for us. When you're making money every month from something you did a month, a year, a decade ago, you'll appreciate that $7 a month. Now, everybody else after the first 1,000 will never see that value. But I'm actually going to pitch you right now that if you're seeing something in this for you, for your career, for your opportunity to create something for yourself, this is a great way to get started, make some pocket money that turns into real money and helps you in your career. So let's take a turn and see what the turn of the future is. Businesses and freelancers and the unemployed, they need simple income generation solutions, not complications. So what we do is we provide residual commissions and affiliate commissions and agency commissions through whatever effort that comes from your distribution of each of your monthly magazines. As you give it away as a lead magnet, as you share it, as it becomes something that somebody else uses to leverage their life, you're going to be rewarded all along the way. And the exciting part for businesses is this digital asset advertisement that they place through you and us becomes a podcast. Well, they'll know who hears them, and the live stream, well, they'll know who views them, and a flip mag, and who knows who read them. And for the businesses, and of course yourself, you'll know who's referring you, who's advertising with you, who's interested in promoting you, and would love to do this too. So FlipMags has got this kind of thing going where we wanted to show you a little bit of our future. And our futures between 20 and 21 was, of course, the big dip, COVID. So stepping into 2021, you have an opportunity to do some incredible things with a very limited amount of funding. And over the next couple of years, you're going to see your assets grow. The more you give, the more it gives back to you. So you can see where we're going with this. The more you give, the more it gives back to you. So let's look at the unified tools, technology, and services that come with your $7 per month commitment to yourself, that you're going to use turnkey syndication and creation and deployment to market our products that we build, to market and sell your services and what you do and what other people do that are going to buy into your magazine, which you earn revenue from for having it out there. So if it's out there, somebody can buy into it. So you pick your niche wisely, and we help you do that as well. So you get professional editing software if you're a do-it-yourselfer, and social media marketing software, traffic generation magazines. You're going to get 12 of those. For every month you participate, you get a new one. And those ones you buy stay. So you don't lose them. It's your asset. It's a value, right? So here we go. Number 4, video and audio editing support. If you need some help with that, we can do it. If you want to go a little bit higher in the realm, we don't have one-time offers. We don't have any of that stuff. We just plainly say we're going to start with the first 1,000 at $7. If you want to upgrade, we can show you how. But at that point, you're actually buying targeted marketing for something you're really doing. You're a little more solid on your footing, and you're aware of how you want it to roll. Now, we also give you, as a $7 startup member, a live streaming software network of your own at iSlick.com. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. But promotional support per issue is given. It help you find thousands of places to place your stuff, and also thousands of places to show your stuff. Live streaming software combined with professional support is available all day long by bot or by voicemail or by text. So there's a way you're going to be supported. And in the revenue sharing aspect, you can make additional income because the people that join you at our streaming networks like Igniter TV, you're able to earn from credits because it's built on the same infrastructure as the traffic exchange. So a normal business person really wouldn't see this particular presentation, but you're the particular type of business person that understands what a traffic exchange is, a safe list exchange, a viral mailer. Well, this is huge for you because it has all of the things you need, including additional income sources per issue that people can buy into, and you can earn revenue from people saying, wow, you've got 10,000 people on your subscriber list. I'd love to buy into your stream. And they'll go online and make that deal. And this is how we help you, putting a market together with you and the rest of the family here at FlipMax. Now, advertising agency support and analytics. I want to talk about that real quick. When you want to speak to an influencer, if you have the skill set to do it, that's great, because the software that comes with this will help you find all of the influencers you would ever dream of, with all of the stats to make it a wise decision to approach them. You'll hear more about that in a minute. But the analytics comes with it. So you're golden on what you're doing, and you can show proof positive that the ads were seen for how long. And that's really powerful. And it's not expensive, but it's a permanent ad solution that becomes an asset for revenue monetization. See? Better every minute. So here's the other end of the story. How far deep am I into this game? How far do I go back in the streaming industry? Well, we already know that I got out of digital college in 90 and had this vision of what I wanted to do. So 13 years later, I pop up and say, I've got it. I'm going to launch my own streaming network 2 years before YouTube was acquired for $1.65 billion. And they were projecting 1 billion views a day. Now they're doing 5 billion views a day, and every 100 days is 500 billion views. And that's not even the commercials. So we have the opportunity here to look at a history where I launched the BB Box TV network on the same day I got hit by a drunk driver. So October 1st, 2003 was up and down one heartbeat. I lived through it, got through it. 4 years later, I recovered. And then I said, as I relaunched myself back into the re-education and reforming the life and putting it all together, those who hold the eyes on the gold. So if you hold your own eye power, then you're absolutely positively going to be the one that controls your revenue power, your income power in the days ahead. Because people will inevitably be the pay me to show me. And we're going to launch that. Even though it's going right now, it's not very big, but it is going to move forward. And you'll see why in a few minutes. So here are the 10 biggest startup benefits. It's very easy to do. You get your copy every month and you push it out the door and we show you how. Low startup cost. Best thing that ever happened was a $7 deal. Number 3, no learning curve. Place your ads. We teach you how. True known potential. You already know that streaming is hot. You already know that podcasts are hot. And you know that digital publishing is hot. We combine them. Number 5 is the affiliate opportunity. So now you've got an affiliate opportunity through our network, also as an agency. This is different than just a regular affiliate. You can do big deals. You can find an influencer and have us go approach them. The commissions are slightly different if you do it than when we do it. But the point being is you can have us help you with the big fish. That's a huge deal. That's better than anything Amazon could offer you, because Amazon's not going to turn around and offer you something as big as that. Maybe they will in the future. With our leadership, they probably might. On number 6, real expert guidance. I've been in the game. I understand how it works. I'm the innovator. I brought it back then. Now you're seeing me revisiting all of the great stuff of the past brought forward with the latest. And it's all in your hands. And there's a huge list of tools that we have that come with this that you can leverage for yourself as an independent agent, right? You don't have to go through us. But when you sell through us, you have the tools to do it. And we want you to. We actually want you to become a freelancer for us so we can format more work and do more business, and it can become an income stream for you. Just talk to us about that if you want to become one of our upsell brokers. Somebody really wants to do big deals. We can help you there. And easy to break even. $7, that's not a lot. And free traffic. We're going to start you out with thousands and thousands and thousands of credits to get you rolling. In the traffic exchange industry, you probably already have a bunch. And you're going to be the first one. So if you're seeing this, you can mark the date, because March 21st is when we posted this. So this is how long it's been out in market for you to take advantage of. So it comes down to the simplest done-for-you startup ever. You know, it has to be affordable, and $7 a month is, and must be turnkey, and it absolutely is. And it must be global. We haven't talked about this yet, but we're in 190 countries. So that should be good enough. And then it's must be bilingual, so we have access to 100 plus languages. And it must be duplicatable, and automation is easy for us. That's what we do. And it must offer multiple income streams. And 20 plus is just the beginning. And it must be ready. So if starting today is fast enough, you're in a good place. Must be in demand. We talked about how big the streaming networks are. We talked about how big the rest of it is. You know you're in a good place, because billions of people are shopping online, and even more millions of businesses are being forced online, which is part of your opportunity. It must pay good. We have a cross section of 10 to 40% on your residuals and your retail. As far as I'm concerned, that's a great margin. You're not even going to have to touch the product. And if you have products, bring them to us. We put them through the mill, check them out, make sure it works really good for everybody. You can bring it into our whole network. And it must be live streaming. So you've got pay-per-view and video on demand and live streaming. Is all of that good enough? And I didn't talk about the rest of it. Just a touch. But there's more on the way. And you'll be excited to know that we're so cutting edge. It'll be hard to catch us. Let's take a good look right now at a private branded video podcast magazine that belongs to one of our clients. It's Backcountry Grillin'. And I'm going to use this example because it's the best example I can show you that does two things at once. What you can do and what your customer can do with what you do. Here's the example. Backcountry grilling is about going in the deep woods, going to beautiful, picturesque places, and cooking on the best stuff, right? And these chefs that we're having on and the lead chef that we have working with us, they're all excited, right? So you're going to go to different places and see things. We're going to have a cam. So the whole cam is going to be running around, getting this thing done. It's going to have a good time. And the drone captures the images that are picturesque. Now, your client that's going to probably be one of those fancy devices you use out in the middle of the woods to cook up that great meal, well, they're going to need to be center stage. And then the last page is going to be used to mark up what's happening next. That's just the basics. So let's break it down into detail. How video podcast magazines earn income. It's designed from cover to cover with branded revenue links. Each one of them are tagged to you. The relationships are clear. People know what's going on. Will be put there with good folks. Some of our products are listed there, so that's where your affiliate agency commissions come in. And then we have another section inside Backcountry Grilling. He has annual events. So in that left corner, everybody that knows his magazine is going to know, wow, I just want to click on that part of the magazine and go straight to that event, right on the front cover. In the second section, you'll see Camp Cozy. That's Backcountry's Grilling. You know, when you're out there, you're going to have a Camp Cozy because you're camping. Well, that's Camp Cozy. What makes your camping cozy? You can see that people can have these interactive capabilities through one singular unit of interface. And our cash box, that big gold circle right there, that's where your YouTube links and your Poddaily link, we'll talk about that, iSlick link, we'll talk about that, and your QR code link are that deals with your sponsorships and your podcasts. There's just tons of opportunity here, including print on demand. Inside the front cover is our Instagram quotes revenue links. So we're definitely going to make this where you can interact with your customers. They're going to have fresh snuff every month. We're going to have this. They're going to come back to that one mag and they find something brand new. They don't have 1,000 mags. They can go back to the new one or the old one. Yes, they're all updated, timestamp. Now, you've got the scenic edition cover. So if you're at a hotel or a restaurant near you, you know, we can pick and choose where we want to go. So we can look at those local restaurants and those businesses and say, hey, we're going to be doing this. Participate. We own the airtime. So those things that we can give create value for others, give us an opportunity to leverage our own superpower with having our own streaming network. And my exciting point of this client is he was coming up with the idea of, hey, let's use a cam and just kind of do the drone thing and show some picturesque stuff. So that's beautiful. That's a good idea. So that's great. And you can use your social ad sponsorships, scenic tours, and drone video clips just to flavor flav everything you do for magazine. Now, the center stage right now is the breakdown. Here's the part 2 of the same magazine. We split the third page as the client's grill of the day, right? The Camp Cozy Smoker Sale. So one time in this issue, when we're out there, this grill was there. So in this, the person who owns the grill gives this to all of his customers that he has segmented, obviously, and show them the newest line. Of course, get them to upgrade, offer them something different. But this is where they shine. Now, look where we also shine. You see that live now? That little blinking live now thing will say, ooh, we're showing what's grilling on this one. Excellent. That's what you want. Live interactivity. And today has bing. The new live grill is showing. Here's cooking something new. Recipes are available. Boom. This is where the people are going. And this is how it's flowing. And you can see right now, there's money in this system. The last page we use to launch the next page. It's kind of different. It only has 4 pages. Your bling, if you want to call it that, is dead center to right. So if you open it up, a lot of your marketing stuff is in there. On the back end, you want to pre-sell the next issue because you want your advertisers to know a month in advance your next issue is going to have this. And those are your marketing tools say, ooh, we saw your next month's cover. We want to be a part of that. And they can buy in as up to the minute. So you got full color scenic screensavers. those kind of things we'd like to add on, so when we get those issues going, these are kind of giveaways, right? And your next issue, which your menu picks, what's going to be cooking up. So it'd be for the artist, when's your next gallery show, right? Your next teaser video is what rubber rafting you're going to be doing down the river, etc. The exciting part is that the little live link will be there as well. See how much more different this is? It's interactive, it's cool, it's fresh. So look at it like this. When I designed it, you got to remember that way back in the day when I was putting it together, I was thinking your audience, but their way. So way ahead of the schedule. And on this note, people get their media through various ways. And these are the different ways that we feed them their media, their way. But it's definitely an audience you control. And this is the most important thing to remember going into the rest of this presentation. If you own your audience, you own your income. So here's how it would work. The revenue projections that we're offering are for example purposes only. Results are not typical. There are no guarantees of any income at any time. So if you can't risk $7 a month and you can't spend the 10 minutes a day to market yourself, then this really probably wouldn't be an opportunity that would fit you, but maybe it would if you knew somebody who it would. So don't give up because it may not fit you, but it may fit someone else, and you can start for free. We do have a free offer. In the influencer formula, we're talking about 200,000 subscribers. This is kind of like an example. And we recognize that at least 10% would respond to them having their own flip mag, and 20% of that 200,000 would eat up and gobble up a special edition of 20,000. And that 20,000, we would say that at least 10% of those would become subscribers of one of the 3 subscriber options. So this presentation is very simple. There's a $12 annual option where you're going to keep going and keep the show going, makes it exciting. There's the $20 lifetime subscription to all presentations. And then there's, of course, a bonus if you upgrade to $24. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then the $100 producer's credit and exclusive sponsorship editions. So these are where we believe are the opportunities for the influencers, because $2,000 at $12 is $24K a year. The total taken in commission to the agency is $4,800, and your 40% take, 40% of that is $1,820 to you. One issue, probably the first issue, and that's what could come to you. So if we went across the board, you can see it gets really cool. $20, $24 a year turns out to be $2,840, $3,848 to you, etc. So there's growth, there's depth, there's residual income, and they can control their own media and own it. And another thing that we provide that we don't know of anybody else that does this, but we have 100 videos that go up every month. Every week, there's another 25 videos that go up per issue of what's coming up throughout the month. So we break it down. Just like in the other edition, there's always a breakdown of what's coming up. And this is where your initial money can come from if you use the influencer software and decide for yourself that you want to move forward on your own or you want to help. And we can do that. So let's introduce you to your $7 startup asset. Your own video retail streaming channel. The live channel categories are news, business, entertainment, health, lifestyle, and education. And there's obviously an affordable upgrade from what you have with us. You can control your network, what goes on, you can't be cut off. You don't have any outside interference, somebody telling you who you can put on. And then you can keep your audience and more. The membership aspect is part of the more. We won't go into details, but you can actually sell something to them. It's going to be delivered right then and right there. So a call-in line, that can make it better. It's there. Crowdfunding system, that's there. Social chat, that's there. And video retailing, it's all there. everything that everybody needs right now, including a marketplace. Like YouTube is a marketplace if you want to know. So live channel categories, you're going in there, a lot of people are adding content. It's an invite-only solution here. And when you get to that level of ownership, you come into a different understanding of your own wealth capabilities. So let's take a look on the inside. We talked about live calls. There's the button. You click the live call button, you're there. Live streaming, want to go live now, click, boom, you're on. Fix it up, dress it up, push it out. Live crowdfunding solution. You want to crowdfund? Get a lot of people to your video. They can pay you right there during the crowdfunding 24/7. And the only person between you and them is us, obviously. And there's a small 20% fee for helping you process sales through this system. Not bad, but then you're getting paid directly. That's exciting. And instantly. So now you're in control. You got your own message. You got live call-ins. You're set. You're going at $7 a month. And we can help you do better if you want to upgrade, obviously. So how paid have you worked with video podcast magazines? It's kind of like this. If you own your audience forever, what's that worth? Some people get cut off with millions of subscribers and they can't do anything about it except try to recover. This makes that impossible, except for, of course, a federal knockdown. And everybody's got an issue with that, right? Consumer version is coming in 2.0, and what that means is that right now we're recruiting you to become part of your own reseller agency with us for $7 a month. And that affiliate agency, you can earn agency commissions through our membership and through shares of purchases and earning of credits. You know how this works. So on-demand syndication is even better because not only are we doing it, but we teach you how to do it. And if you have the $7 service, part of it's done for you. So you can just start and learn and grow and go. And as you grow, you have an enterprise agency license. So you can bring on joint venture clients and co-publish with advertisers. You have all the analytics on board so everybody knows transparency is king. It's there. Because if YouTube decides they don't like your stuff, you could wake up off the air. And that's just not something we need to deal with. So, in recapping, it's an evergreen digital asset that's forever monetizable. And the flip bag concept, super simple. The basis of this project is to deliver information in a familiar format of a digital flip magazine. And it's only 4 pages. The done-for-you content is included, though. Each issue gets deployed as articles and images, podcasts, videos, surveys, poll spots, all of that. Depending on the particular issue, those things are, bundled. And then on the affiliate network side, each of the links within the magazine will be tagged to an affiliate link that is owned by that particular affiliate, yourself, or other co-publishers or sponsors. You may have Amazon links and third-party links and third-party ads. All of it's relevant. It's your control system. We help you put it out there. But we don't allow any more than 25 URLs to be nested. Overwhelm, even at 4 pages, is possible. So best guess, 25 or less. Now, how big are we going to be? Woo! What's the answer? Very simple. As of March 23rd, today, we're starting our marketing campaigns. And over the next year, our minimum year's issuance will be 1 million flip mags. Through our agencies and promotions and influencers, that's our baseline. That'll generate a minimum of 10 million clicks. Bare minimum. Because some people will buy more than 1 million just to show off their own magazine. And we'll talk about that at some other point. The mid projection is pretty simple. It's 10 million minimum, 10x that, 100 million clicks. We know there'll be a lot more than that. But as that network grows, those are all permanent ads. Those are 1 million digital assets planted with all of those particular deployment assets with it. Now you're beginning to see how we'll rank really well because we'll have a lot that ranks well. And our top projection, 100 million minimum, 1 billion clicks. in our first year. 100 million. And that's first year. We hit our million, we're good to go. And I know we will, because there's just too much in bucket not to. As you can see, $7 a month is not hard, but the idea is extremely intense. So, at the end of this moment, I just wanted to share with you that the pay-to-view and pay-per-view is here. It's inside our opportunity. You could schedule a rock concert locally. You could schedule a Coliseum concert. We can scale from the local pub to a national hub. But it starts with you. You can work with educational and crowdfunding and live streaming, entertainment, events, authors, music, consulting, fundraisers, and virtual retailing. And from this live concert that you could have put forward would be blinging for you. $7 a month. Let's see what you can do with us. We'd love to welcome you aboard. This is the end of our presentation. You can reach us via phone, 505-702-8880. That's our national line. Leave a message. Send us a text. We'll respond shortly. We are a New Mexico firm. We've been around since 2014, just now opening up things with a new company. We'll talk soon about that, of Blockbox Technology, new company opening up here for cryptocurrency and blockchain technology in Albuquerque. This is what you're a part of. If you're a part of us, we want to welcome you to the family. And I believe together we can help you grow whatever it is you're doing, and you can help others do whatever they do better. Thank you. And I appreciate you being a part of this meeting. Have a great day. Cheers.